Welcome to a Legion on Zoom Spoilerrific Minisode!
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another Legion on Zoom Spoilerrific Minisode. I'm gonna keep this slow because
Sorry.
Rod got so excited that shit. He's
that episode was crazy.
just so everybody knows, we don't talk about anything. We save it for the show, and Rod gets spastic sometimes. He can't hold it in. He wakes up in night terrors with cold sweats. It's an issue. But yeah, welcome to another LoZ Spoilerific Minisode. Yo, Agatha Harkness is in the building. I mean, she was in the building in the last episode, but she was like in like the lobby. Now she's like in the building. Holy shit. My mind was blown.
Yes, I was very fucking impressed with just seeing her in all her glory, man, and seeing how fucking powerful she was. Like, I'm thinking, like, I want to see her battle Doctor Strange. You know, like, what's the limit to her power? Like, it was actually really cool to see that.
Is she really that powerful though?
Oh,
I mean, I was about to say something similar. Like, she's a heavyweight, but it's kind of like I see it talking like straight muscle, but you know, like it's magic. I would make her the Thing, and I would make Strange the Hulk.
Yeah, because her whole MO is that she wants to siphon, right? Doesn't she want to siphon Scarlet Witch's like?
No, we don't know yet.
we don't know that. Yeah, exactly. Because remember, in the books, Agatha Harkness is supposed to be like a good person, right? And she's supposed to help her and train her to some degree, you know. And so I'm thinking, who knows what they're doing with this, right? Because we do know that for now, the big thing is that Wanda, the Agatha Harkness needs to know, how are you fucking doing this, right? Like, she's perplexed by her level of powers that she's like, I can't do this shit.
No, yeah, I don't think she's exactly like a benevolent figure. I've always seen this kind of like a bit on like the neutral side of things, but I know that she's like always been like a heavyweight for sure. I wouldn't say top of the food chain a la Doctor Strange, but definitely like pretty high up there. And I had even sent you guys a message about this, that the last bit of dialogue was super unexpected. So what I got from it was that, so it's not that the Scarlet Witch is just some random code name. It's like a mythical figure even before the birth of Wanda Maximoff. So the Scarlet Witch is kind of like another Phoenix Force-ish type thing. Not exactly cosmic, but kind of like its own force, you know, like a thing of legend where like a bunch of things have to happen for, you know, like a person to, I guess, embody that element or something. And she sees it as like a perversion, kind of like even like the bad people in magic. No, wait, no, that's not good for anybody.
Word. And I think just for the people listening, right, like you remember this epic scene at the end, right, where finally when Agatha Harkness realizes that how fucking Wanda's doing this, because she's actually doing this, she's fucking creating everything, and calls it, says that she's using chaos magic, which is the first time we hear it confirmed on the show. Yeah. And that says that because of that, right, that she's like this creature of a mythical creature, like a prophesized a being in a way, that it calls her finally the Scarlet Witch, right? In which we said it on this show like an episode or two ago, that hopefully, or I think in one of the first ones, that we said that whatever's going to happen is going to lead to her being called the Scarlet Witch.
Which now is going to take us into the eternal conundrum, which is, did it happen because we mentioned it here, or was it already in the works? Like, fans, up to you.
I thought it was a pretty cool episode. I was a little underwhelmed by her outfit. Like, when all was said and done, I was expecting something a little bit cooler. The flashbacks with Wanda were pretty cool, I guess, and with the Vision. Other than that, I mean, it wasn't much.
I feel like you're hating. I feel like you're hating.
I'm the resident WandaVision hater. I'm sorry.
Damn.
Yeah, nah, like I get it. Like, I liked it in terms of explaining really finally understanding everything that's happened, right? And how, because for me, one of the biggest things that was exciting for me is that, one, we were led to believe from before that she got her powers from the Hydra manipulation with the Mind Stone, right?
Yeah.
But it was suggested there that she had powers from before, right? When the bomb landed with the Stark Industries logo on it, that she was able to use her powers to stop it from exploding, right? Where my mind went with that, immediately I thought she's a mutant. Like they're gonna confirm it somehow that she's
I thought the same thing. Like I legit thought the same thing. But then, which I mean, but isn't she a mutant though? Like, because
there's still a doorway to that possibility. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, because they don't really say where she got the powers from, just that she had them, like since a very young age.
Exactly, and then she's able to tap into these powers just because, right? Like without any, like that's I think that's what Agatha is perplexed by, right? Like when she, for example, when they were in her little dungeon thing, right? And then Wanda tries to use her powers, and like Agatha's like, "Come on, like girl, shit, like look, I got rune spells." And she said it in a way like, how do you not know this? Like I wrote, these are typical spells of protection that only I can then use my powers and not you. Like she was expecting that she's a witch, right? And learned like a witch and used, did all that stuff. But then through memory lane, she was able to realize like, oh, fuck, these are just innate fucking abilities that she has, which I guess was rumored to be the Scarlet Witch in witch lore or something.
Yeah, like it's essentially like if someone who's never played basketball before just steps on a basketball court and just whoops Michael Jordan one-on-one. And he's like, wait, but how? You've never played basketball before? Like that was the same concept essentially. Like,
yes.
And
yeah, she's the one, right? She's basically the one.
Yeah, basically, yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, and in my opinion, I think the whole episode was just kind of like a bit of a sugar coating, which would explain Rod's distaste with it, because I think it was all about the final reveal of Agatha Harkness in all her glory at the end, which I must say, she looks amazing.
Also, it was missing, Photon or
that too.
Captain Rambo. Like she's been one of the most compelling characters, possibly the most compelling character for me at least. And then, of course, Evan Peters wasn't there just to steal every scene that he's in. I think that's why this episode wasn't as good as the last two for me.
Fietro,
yeah. No, and exactly, that's true, because I do, like, there was a big... right, it's like it seems like this is really was just focused on Agatha and Wanda and really focus on like this is happening while I'm assuming Fietro stopped Monica Rambeau. We'll see what happens. And also the last episode ended with Vision leaving the truck with Darcy and then flying towards Scarlet Witch, right? And so we like, where the fuck is Vision, right? In that moment, right? Well, he's flying. So right, exactly. I do agree. It was just really, really focused on Agatha and Wanda. One thing I did really like about the timeline, the flashback thing. Did you guys notice the image she saw when she was presented with the Mind Stone?
What image?
When she walks into the Hydra room, right? Like the Mind Stone, like escapes the thing.
It's like the Scarlet Witch, like the silhouette. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, yo, what's up with that? What are they trying to tell us? Shit.
That's what I said. That was like Phoenix-esque, you know what I mean? Like it's elevating the Scarlet Witch to more of a mantle. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like a force of magic in and of itself. Like what would be like the word is kind of like a mythos, like on its own, which is pretty
like a
cool.
Legend, yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, she's Harry Potter, whatever.
Damn.
Like it's cool, I guess. What do we get? 2 more episodes?
Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully it gets better.
Yeah. Can we address the slightly pink elephant in the room though? Because all right, so he's a machine. Vision is a robot. But if you think about that shit that Hayward did, that's fucked up. It's like, yeah, come look at your ex getting dismembered, like, and pulled apart slowly. That's some like Game of Thrones type shit.
Yo, yeah, that was surprised with him being so cold of like, oh, here you go, just look, that's him. And look how casual, like, we know he can be cold, right? Like he already critiqued Monica about like, I'm glad your mom is dead. You know what it's like fucking cold-hearted.
Vision is worth $3 billion. His body, at least.
Of raw vibranium. Hashtag Savage Hayward.
Yo, but now speaking of Vision, right? Like Rod, you said like you hope it gets better, bro. Of course it'll be nothing. They're setting it all up for an epic battle because as we saw at the end of the mid-credit scene, they revealed that Vision, the body of Vision, which has been with Sword all along, and they finally reanimated him. And I would say I would love the shout out to the original look in the comics, because in the comic books when he died for the first time, when they brought him back, he had the white sleek look.
Right, I grew up thinking that was his main look because of that Avengers arcade game.
Oh wow!
That you could play like 5 players simultaneously and shit. So when you pick the Vision, it's that white version and stuff. I was like, oh, that's cool. That's a cool design, but. I later saw that other version with the red face and whatnot. But yeah, I'm looking forward to like Vision versus Vision. I guess that would be cool.
No, and I did definitely enjoy seeing like Agatha Harkness's origin with the Covenant stuff, like during the Salem witch trials. That was pretty epic because I thought it was gonna go, like she gets accused of like a witch and she kills the townsfolk and shit. But it's like, no, it's a real coven of witches using really powerful magic with really good effects. I was like, holy shit.
Yo, and then she kills her mom, man.
Dang.
Well, to be honest, they were trying to kill her, right? So it's like,
self-defense.
Yeah. Each one of us would try to kill our mother if she would try to kill us. Let's be real. Let's be real right now.
That escalated quickly.
No cierto, mami. I love
you. Let's all just reluctantly agree.
Yo, I don't know. I got like in that whole scene, I got like an ABC Halloween special vibe when they're like trying to hit her with that power does nothing to her apparently. She starts absorbing it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I also didn't love in that scene, in that moment, when she was screaming. I felt like it seemed so fake. Like, like it's like, wait, what? But then I don't know, right? Because then it's like she then flipped it around. So then I'm like, were you faking it like as a joke, or was that you really actually screaming in pain? Like I don't know. I'm like I wasn't. I didn't. The scene.
And it's crazy because she's been like unbelievable so far in this show, Agatha. And it was just weird that when she finally donned her villain persona, I don't know. I was just, if she is in fact the villain, right? I just felt it was a little underwhelming. But again, I'm the resident hater, so.
No, yeah, but that's the thing. I don't think Agatha Harkness is the villain. That's why that little bit of dialogue at the end was so important. It's like
the Vision is the villain.
Nah, it's Wanda, dude. Wanda's the villain, or are we the villain?
Because the other big thing is, right, it's like, so Mephisto's not gonna play a part at all, like, right? Because we saw the moment where she lost it, right, and then took over Westview, and I didn't see Mephisto appearing to trying to convince her, right? So it seems that she really did just have a breakdown, and that was it.
Yeah, at this point, I feel like Mephisto's gonna be the end credit scene to the series.
At this point, I think you're absolutely wrong about everything.
Damn. That could be true because like in that like underwhelming scene at the beginning, right? They are accusing Agatha of like, you're using dark magic, right? Or black magic or something like that. And so we don't know what that is, right? Like, was she trying to use the powers of Mephisto or connect, or stuff, we don't know what's that. And so hopefully there's still some room for that to happen. But I don't know.
Damn. You think maybe Agatha is like her great grandmother or some shit?
You still want her to be family?
Yeah.
Nah, dude, like legit.
Why does she give so much fucks?
Yeah, I think it's straight up just a case of like there's a certain, I guess, tier of powerful people who use magic. Doctor Strange is probably busy with whatever the fuck is going on with Spider-Man, and Agatha's like, yo, this dude is not going to address this. Someone has to take her out, and that's where Agatha Harkness comes in.
No, I don't even think it's that. They kind of hinted at that when she was talking to her at the beginning. It seems that Agatha is blown away by how is she doing this, and that's what she was trying to get with Pietro from before, right? Asking her like, "Well, how are you doing this? Like, who like, what's going on?" And she did ask her a lot, and that's why she wanted to do the memory lane to see like, how are you fucking doing this? Like, even at the beginning, she made a comment about like, like you're doing all of this, you're doing all these illusions. She's like, and you even have illusions like miles out at the end of the city. Like, how are you doing this? And it seems like, she's struggling as a witch, that she learned how to do these things. She's like, what the fuck? What's going on with her? And that's why at the end, when she realizes, oh fuck, this is her naturally just doing it, calls her the Scarlet Witch and then freaks out.
Nah, man. I think that she's trying to destroy Wanda because she thinks that Doctor Strange should be addressing the issue and he's busy with Spider-Man. Calling it now. You're both wrong. Fuck.
Then why does she want to know how she does it?
Still say that to her mom.
Yeah, we'll find out.
No, we literally saw the mom in the flashback
We saw
died.
her mom.
Cool. Damn.
Matt's skeptical over here. We don't believe shit.
Facts. Those were Hydra agents.
Damn, that's kids.
And who knows? Like maybe when they were kids and that bomb, that missile hit, maybe that was Pietro manifested his power and zipped her out of there. Like when does his hair go white and shit? That's what I want to know.
Facts.
Right. Well, but they told us that she didn't como se dice, sip them out. In the episode, they say that they were there for like hours when the bomb landed, and they were there just waiting for hours. And that's what made Agatha say that, well, then you just use your probability of powers to defuse the bomb in a way. So
Totally missed that.
Yeah.
Oh, right. A probability hacks or some bullshit.
Exactly. Yeah. So we don't know.
Yeah, man. In my opinion, like I said, this episode was all about like the last 10 minutes, which is going to bleed into the entirety of the next episode.
Yes. And I do think it's going to be interesting to see, like, was Paul Bettany teasing us from before? Because in the last episode, right, we talked about how in a recent interview, he had said, like, you guys will be blown away by the secret reveal that we got, like, towards, that it hasn't appeared yet. And he said, it's an actor I've been dying to work with. And he said, obviously, before, he's like, it's not Chris Evans, and it's not, I don't remember, and it wasn't the Evan Peters. And so, so he said that, right? Who's the main actor? For those of you in YouTube right now, you're gonna watch him. We might be doing this in YouTube, but we got Legion on Zoom, nice backgrounds in Rod's room. But what I'm saying is that maybe the actor that he says he's been dying to work with is himself. Yeah,
or Benjamin Cumberbatch.
Jesus, who's Benjamin Cumberbatch though? Who's that guy? Damn,
you said it with conviction too. Benjamin Cumberbatch.
That's his name.
No, you said it. You said it with so much conviction that you convinced me that was his name. I didn't question it.
And actually, and because I saw Rod react like, oh yeah, I was like, fuck, am I wrong? Like, is it not? Jesus Christ.
Oh man, that's his brother, his less successful brother.
Stupid Benjamin.
Shout out to Benjamin Cumberbatch.
Benjamin Cumberbatch.
Facts. He does indie films.
He does indie films.
Oh man, I'm crying.
All right, so either Benjamin or Benedict might appear in the show. We'll see what happens, and I guess so. Who do we think this Pietro guy is? Some random dude from the town that just happens to look like Evan Peters from the Fox universe?
Now, what I think they did was use Evan Peters to play that fill-in role just to attract viewers to the show and speculation, and that's it. He's done.
Or it was
You're
a
wrong.
probability hex, and then the probability just turned out to be like an anomaly, right? Like she, it was like a luck of the draw. She pulled a Quicksilver. That's another way that they could make it still work. But I was always of the mind that was not, like a reanimated version of either her brother Pietro or the Foxverse Pietro, because he has a very, I mean, at least Evan Peters separates those personalities well as an actor, because I didn't see that Quicksilver interacting with Wanda. It's like a whole new
we're
type of character.
The only right, exactly. The only other part that I'm still not like super sure about, just because I don't understand. Well, we don't know what are the, como se dice, the limits of Agatha's powers, because I'm like, how does he have super speed though, right? Like, is that something Agatha gave him super speed to do this, or is he some random speedster that she just able to fool into pretending to play the role? Like,
Wanda's that powerful,
or is the speed an illusion?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, Wanda could be that powerful.
Well, Agatha would be the one creating the illusion.
Exactly, because Agatha brought Pietro to the to the show.
Well, I mean, but we've seen how powerful she is, so it's within her right. It's not like she's controlling everything. You know what I mean? So maybe doing that would be within like this like scope of her abilities.
And she is giving, technically, she's giving powers inadvertently to Monica Rambeau, as we see, right, through phasing in and out of the hex, right? And obviously, she's fucking mad powerful because she did create a vision, right? Because that was the other big reveal of the show, right? Because they were saying from the very beginning that, Wanda came in and stole the body. I did like seeing that told what really happened, right? Which wasn't that fucking drastic, no? Like, at all. Like, she didn't steal the body.
I called it 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
It was fake. It looked fake, and it was this guy that just wanted a $3 billion sentient weapon at his disposal.
Fuck.
So.
Yeah, and so then we saw her fucking create her own vision, like coming out of her, like some crazy shit, and then just
you think like the soul of the vision inside of the bubble is gonna take the body, reclaim his body at the end or some bullshit.
That'd be epic. That's possible. Like it floats all the way back and shit, and just
so that he can exist without the stone, because that whatever she manifested
gets good. That's epic. That's epic.
And it gets confusing anyway, because that vision that's inside the hex, we know that's not also the vision that we know, right? Because he says he can't remember anything from before the hex, right? And so it seems it's like a new person. If they follow the comic book lore, the vision in the white suit is also technically a new person in a way, because they reboot him and remove. Because in the comic books, it's super complicated. Like the vision's also a copy of Wonder Man's personality and brainwaves, and so but when he died and came back, Wonder Man was like, nah, fuck it, don't give him my identity anymore, my personality. And so he came back removed from that, and so he says, I am not Vision anymore, that same Vision from before. There's actually a scene, I think, on our Instagram. You should all follow us on Legion on Zoom. If I didn't upload it then, I'll upload it now. That there's a scene which was actually highlighted in the Tom King The Vision book, where we see that scene, a Vision in the white suit talking to his kids, Billy and Tommy, and Scarlet Witch, saying, look, to the kids, mad cold, I'm not your father. That guy died, I'm somebody else. And then to Wanda, I'm not your husband, I'm a different person, okay? I look like him, I have the same, some things are the same, but I'm not him. Peace out. Like,
raw Vision.
Yo, has Wanda ever had like another love interest, or is just Vision?
Wonder Man.
Really? I mean, but aside from Vision, considering the abilities, like,
what?
I mean,
because if that white Vision continues on for whatever reason, she might need somebody new, because that's like Miguel said, that's not her boo.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so it might, and there are rumors that Nathan Fillion, the guy from Firefly, right, and he's good pals with James Gunn, that he is slated to play Wonder Man, or in a movie. I think they already had like posters of Wonder Man, because he was a Hollywood actor. I forgot what his name is, his real code name, which is I think Sam or something. I remember, and so they might introduce him, because that's the next love interest in the comic books, but I don't know.
Shit, but whatever the fuck happens next, I feel like we keep on just taking left turns and left turns. But we're definitely gonna find out next week. Rod doesn't give a fuck, and but we care. We care for you guys, and we care because this show is awesome.
Yeah.
Hashtag Rod is wrong.
No, right. No, and to add, we all like got up early and watched it. Like, you know, like we were all hype. I was just missing. Like I felt super emotional in the last episode when Captain Rambeau was like breaking through the barrier. I'm like, I was invested. I was like, I feel like goosebumps and shit. And then obviously, like I mentioned before, Evan Peters, but this one was just like, ugh. Like when is it gonna start, or when is it gonna matter to the overall story? And I guess a white vision is cool. So yeah, it does get that, you know.
It's gonna start when it ends.
Jesus. Yeah,
just bring Benjamin Cumberbatch to the fold.
That will save the show.
Well, we got two more episodes, right?
I don't know. Is it 2 or 1?
I don't know.
I lost count.
I think it'll be episode 9 the next episode. So I think it's 10 episodes this season. Actually, we don't know. We'll double check after we record.
We'll figure it out. We'll let you guys know, or you guys could just Google it. So there's that. There's also fucking self-responsibility. America.
Yo, is it just me, or do you like ever get annoyed when somebody asks you a question that they could have Googled? Like, really. We all have phones, and people are like, yo, you know, what's the weather like tomorrow? I'm like, bruh.
Yeah.
Look at your goddamn phone.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it depends on the question, I would say.
Yeah.
Depends on the question.
And people should stop asking questions. Just look at your phone.
That escalated very quickly. However,
all your questions to Google.
Fans, however, ask us questions. Once again, hashtag Rod is wrong. It's a movement.
Yes,
you guys can see why. Yeah, so definitely keep asking us questions. Ask Rod many questions. He enjoys them, and we'll find out what the fuck is going on with Wanda and Agatha on the next episode. So on that note, peeps, we'll check you guys out, and this was another Legion on Zoom Spoilerrific Minisode. Ode. And I'm Ches.
Oh, and I'm Miguel.
And I'm Rod. Peace out.
Deuces.